welcome back to Slapdash. We're doing something a little bit different this time. We're not filming a podcast. This time we're doing a reaction video, just like a new type of video we want to try out, take a doozy at. And today I'm here with Rune.
Hello, everybody, and it is wonderful to be under a really nice name for the channel. And we're trying reaction content, something new. Not the first time we actually tried reaction content. We tried recording once before, but the audio messed up and the recording suddenly stopped. So
Yeah, but
that was
this
fun.
this time hopefully everything works correctly. And if you're seeing this, that means it did work correctly.
All right. I can't wait to do this.
Hell yeah! All right. I'd say we are ready to start.
Alrighty then, let's do
Oh
this.
yeah, hang on. We need to say what we're reacting to. I just realized.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
So today we are reacting to this video that just came out today called "The Internet Hoaxes Iceberg Explained." It's a video by a YouTuber named Poi. I will link their channel in the description along with the original video. And Poi, if you are watching this and you're not okay with this reacting to your content, that's perfectly fine. Just shoot me an email and I will be more than happy to take it down. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'd say
Perfect. Spoke
let's.
clearly.
Yep, let's just dig into this. I'd say.
All right.
On the internet, there's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but how many of them are actually true? When you're on the internet,
That's
you
a
can
good
really
question.
say pretty much anything you want to say, and a lot of people make up stuff. But then a lot of stupid people on the internet, because it's the
little
internet, believe
pony.
it. So today we're gonna go through an iceberg that lays out a lot of these internet hoaxes that have happened that have really tricked a lot of people. Starting with this man. So in 2008, there was a launch of a website called thisman.org. And on the website, there is a picture
Oh, I
of
know
a
this.
sketch of a man, right? And the headline, "Ever dream this man?" Every night throughout the world, hundreds of people dream about this face, which is honestly terrifying. Imagining like not only there being a face that a lot of people have dreamed about, like just that being a thing that's happened, but then also imagining yourself dreaming that and seeing the same face. Like I know that it's obviously fake, right? Because it's on this iceberg, but I don't know, that's kind of creepy to me. And then also, isn't there like a movie about that now with like Nicolas Cage? I haven't seen it, but I've heard about that. Anyways, so the origin of this thing is actually really interesting, and it goes more than just some guy wanting to do it just for fun. So the story goes that there was a psychiatrist in New York City, right, in 2006, who one of his patients, he was talking to him and he was talking about his dreams, the psychiatrist, right, and he was describing this face that he's seen multiple times, and he got like a sketch artist or whatever to like draw out the face, right, and then another one of his patients had walked by and saw the picture, and the other patient was like, "How do you have that image? I've seen that same man in my dreams." So then he was like, whoa, like this might be a real thing, the psychiatrist. So then he put the picture online, which is why the website was created according to the story. And then according to the website, 8,000 people worldwide have come forward and claimed to have seen this man in their dreams. So on the website, there's a lot of collected stories and drawings from people who dreamt of this man. By the way, the website is still up. You can go, you can still go to it if you want to. Like, it's still like a real website. There's a page for the portraits where there's just like a bunch of drawings that other people have made of the same face pretty much. And then if you go to the dreams tab, there's a lot of like, what's the word? Testimonials from people who have come forward. Like one reads, for example, "I dreamt this man was Brazilian and very handsome. He was a school teacher with 6 fingers on his right hand. He said if the US had a nuclear disaster, go north." That was a quote from one of the freaking things on here. Oh my god. Wait, I'm just seeing this one right now. This one reads, "I've never had homosexual relationships or even fantasies, but I dream about sexing with this man all the time. I must admit he has a lot of imagination and he pleases me.
I don't remember
Sometimes
this
when I
from
wake up,
anything."
I discover I have had a..." Okay,
That's
you
really
can see it on
funny.
screen. Some of these are weird, man. Like one of these
What
is
the
like
hell?
saying that this person saw him in the dream, but they think that he's
Yeah,
like
wanted
ugly,
this guy to
but
do
they still
stuff
fall
to
in
me.
love with him every time. Anyways, I gotta get off this page. Then the website also has a lot of theories on the theories page about like why it is happening. These theories range from pretty mundane things to just like supernatural several things. Like one of them says that this man is an image of the creator, like God. And then one of them quotes Jung. Oh wait, I pronounced it wrong in the last video. There was one video where I was talking about Jung, like the psychologist, and y'all were like pissing your pants because I misspelled or I mispronounced his name. I'm Googling it right now for you guys, okay? Oh, it's Jung. Okay, it's Jung. Anyways, one of the theories on the website, like the website puts out, is quoting Jung's psychoanalytic theory, saying that this man is an archetypal image belonging to the collective unconscious that can surface in times of hardship, like emotional development or whatever. But anyways, these are all just complete bullcrap, which we'll get to here in a second. But I do want to go through the rest of these theories because I think they're all really interesting for like what it puts out. One of these, called the dream surfer theory, says that this is like an actual person who can surf into people's dreams. Like he can just like infiltrate them like Inception and just like hang out in there. One of them is an imitation theory that says that like when people have heard about other people seeing this man in their dreams, they start to see the same man just to imitate or whatever, which is probably the most plausible one if this is actually like, if this was actually true. That wouldn't make the most sense to me. And then this website and the whole thing really went viral and like got a lot of attention in October of 2009. And that's when it became like an internet household name. But then guess what, guys? Guess what? I know this is gonna come as a surprise to all of you guys, but it was later exposed that this man was a hoax. It was a guerrilla marketing campaign made by Andrea Natella, who is an Italian sociologist and marketer. And guerrilla marketing, by the way, it just means marketing that's not like traditional. Like it's not TV ads or like internet ads or whatever. It's a way of marketing that's supposed to be a lot cheaper and you like use more like psychological ways to get in people's minds rather than actually using a lot of money on your campaign. So basically what this whole thing was is like she was testing how to get in people's minds and get like to like spread the word of something, right? To like make this phenomenon. Like Google says innovative, unconventional, and low-cost marketing techniques aimed at obtaining maximum exposure. So it turns out that Andrea Natella based the original sketch of this man on her father. Wait, is it a him? Oh my god, is Andrea a him? Hold on. Okay, I may have just misgendered Andrea. I apologize. I just assumed because of the first name, but it's a him, so him. Anyways, he based the original sketch on a photo of his young father. So apparently he was just really into the idea of dream invasion, like Inception, like I said earlier, and he just wanted to explore the internet's power to create urban legends. Like he wanted to see how the internet could really take an interesting and creepy idea and like blow it up, and then use that for actual marketing. And then this hoax actually goes a lot farther than just like what it actually does. Like this hoax inspired a lot of like memes, obviously, and even a manga series. Apparently there's a whole manga series, dude. I didn't even realize this. There's a whole manga series.
I'm sorry, what?
Thisman.org, and it was
Hang
confirmed
on.
to be a hoax by Natella.
Yeah, we're gonna take a second here to talk about, wait, a manga series?
There was a manga series? I don't remember any of that from
Fucking
this.
hilarious.
All I remember is that it was a giant, like, yeah, a guerrilla advertisement, a gigantic marketing scheme just to get a lot of attention towards something. I don't remember anything about a manga series.
Hilarious.
Yeah, because
Let's continue. Hello, we're taking a little break in this video to show you our new sponsor for our channel, Dubby. Say hello to our sponsor, Dubby, an up-and-coming energy drink that uses no maltodextrin filters or artificial dyes and is packed with amino acids.
nootropic and 150 milligram of caffeine per serving, as well as having 0 sugar and is completely gluten-free.
Check it out at www.dubby.gg and use our code slapdash for 10% off and to support our little channel here. It would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much, Debbie, for sponsoring our tiny little and up-and-coming channel. Thank you all for coming back on the channel of Slapdash, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of it. Thank you very much.
Again, honestly, really interesting.
Yeah, this is neat.
All the way back in 2010. So I'm kind of late to the party in this one, I guess, but it was on the iceberg. So I guess I had to cover it or whatever. The Momo challenge. So before I say anything, here at first, I'm just gonna throw a huge allegedly over everything I'm about to say, because it's on a hoax iceberg, obviously, but I'm just gonna tell the story, but with a big allegedly over it. So just keep that in mind. So the Momo challenge was a challenge, like a viral trend that spread across social media that got kids to commit self-harm. And there's like people were talking about it, and they eventually tied it to this quote-unquote blue whale challenge. So anyways, back to the Momo challenge. This one started in 2016. So the Momo Challenge was a challenge that involved a character named Momo that would encourage children to commit self-harm and commit suicide. So there were discussions and news reports in South America and India about children that were engaging in self-harm because of messages that they got on WhatsApp from a character named Momo. So the entire world at this point was like freaking out about this Momo character because, again, of the news reports from South America and India about someone on WhatsApp named Momo telling kids to kill themselves. And there's even, I think it was like a police officer. Yeah, a police officer in Ohio saw the character of Momo in his son's version of the game. Like he saw his son play Minecraft.
That
and
tiny
Momo
little
was in it.
chuckle.
And it was just like, it was like a mod of Minecraft. It was a Momo Minecraft mod or whatever. But then this thing was so serious that Microsoft even announced that they were taking measures, quote unquote, to restrict access to the mod. Like this is like a huge thing. And it became so widespread that in 2018, there were public warnings issued in Argentina, Germany, Luxembourg, Spain, Canada, Mexico, the United States, and France about this Momo challenge, which, by the way, still had no evidence. It was just these like news reports and stuff talking about this person on WhatsApp convincing kids to kill themselves. So basically everybody was just pissing their pants over this little character, this little bird, which we're gonna get into the picture later, more details about that, because the picture is actually scary as hell. But yeah, whoever invented this thing had literally the entire world panicked. And then just to show how it even spread like further than just the governments, Kim Kardashian, like the Kim Kardashian, posted on her Instagram story literally pleading, like begging YouTube to remove the Momo videos, which, rather, for context, at that point people had reported seeing Momo like pop up on a variety of like YouTube videos and stuff about Peppa Pig and Fortnite, which is so crazy. But then obviously it was just
I remember
a
seeing
hoax.
those.
The founder of the fact-checking site Snopes, his name is David Mickelson, he said he doubts that anybody actually came to any harm and that the whole thing, quote, may primarily be a product of bullies and pranksters latching onto a handy mechanism to goad and torment vulnerable youngsters rather than an intrinsic part of a particular social media challenge. Which, that's a bunch of big words, I don't know what that really means, but basically this whole thing was just made up by like internet trolls just trying to mess with people, which I think is hilarious because nobody actually got hurt from this thing, so I think it's okay to laugh at it. I think it's hilarious. Oh my god, wait, I'm doing research right now and it says that YouTube demonetizes any videos mentioning Momo, or that it, like they did in 2018. So I might be screwed over for this one, guys, actually, which is why you gotta go join my Patreon. Okay, so like I said, where did the picture come from? Like this horrifying bird thing. So this picture of this Momo bird was actually a sculpture by a Japanese special effects company called Link Factory, which, by the way, did anybody else notice that this bird has boobs? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put it on screen right now for this, right? But look, she has boobs. I never realized that. What the hell, dude? And then also SNL apparently did a sketch about Momo in 2019, which is hilarious, bro, that SNL got a hold of this thing. I feel like a loser for even talking about it once the SNL's already talked about it. But anyways, yeah, it was a complete myth. Nobody got harmed from the Momo challenge, and it was honestly hilarious as hell. So, John Titor. Okay, before we even get into this one fully, I just want to say how
Maybe we should
stupid people...
pause it real quick and give our input about Momo.
Yeah, I thought I was about to say that. Bro, I remember Momo. I remember when that shit was fucking going crazy. All the fucking TikTok trends and, well, I guess technically it was like Musically and Vine, but still.
Yeah, what I can remember about Momo was a lot of like goofy ass YouTube videos, and like I remember like my younger brother talking about Momo at a certain point. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell is
Like the
Momo?
calling
And then
Momo at 3 a.m., gone wild, gone sexual type shit.
yeah, the J Station videos, and what else? Like, yeah, like he said, this guy mentioned, yeah, the weird collaboration videos with like Peppa Pig. I remember those with like announcements like Momo, Peppa Pig, Slender Man, Siren Head, like all that kind of weird ass shit. Like
Or like those
just completely
fucking
putting
like M8 animations or whatever of like
yeah.
Momo and like a bunch of other random fucking cartoon characters. And like
Yeah,
those fucking like AI generated looking brain rot shit.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff is very strange.
It's like fucking
It was
Skibidi Toilet back then.
Yeah, and also from what I can also remember and collect is that there are like certain creators and like video games came off of this, like like Roblox game modes, and there's a certain video game called Hand Simulator where they made like a little like horror level where you would be chased by Momo. And
That's
it
ridiculous.
was
I'm gonna crack me open a Pepsi.
that was a it's a pretty funny thing to think about because yeah, I don't remember like a massive trend about anything about like people harming themselves. To be fair, by that point I wasn't very frequent on social.
Excuse me.
Alrighty then.
Excuse me.
like I like I said like I was saying a while ago, I wasn't very frequent on social media, so I didn't keep up with like say lots of trends. Anytime I ever used social media, I was only watching YouTube.
Makes
So
sense.
with all that stuff going on, I always heard about like, oh my God, the Momo killed the Ayawoki. I'm like, what the
Oh
hell
my
is
god,
going
Momo
on?
versus Elmo to the death. I called Elmo and Momo at the same time.
Like the plethora of different like weird horror like challenges, like the 3 a.m. challenges, and the weird like collaboration with like really friendly cartoon characters for some reason.
Peppa
And
Pig
then
fucking murders Momo.
yeah, with a 12 gauge, with a 700 Nitro
With
Express.
a goddamn 12 gauge with a screwdriver put in the barrel.
Seriously though, like trends like that and like the previous thing, like this man. I didn't really know much about this man. That was before me. Yeah, or at least before I could hold a phone. But Momo I remember very, very well
Yeah, that
because
was when me and
that's
you were conscious.
yeah, what was it? Like Momo, what was that? Like maybe not elementary, probably like early middle school.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like
For
early middle
context,
school,
me and Rune are both 17, 18 this
turning eight.
year.
Yeah, and becoming soon enough. We're about to graduate from high school, but yeah,
Yeah. When we
well, yeah, I
graduate,
remember.
we will have a graduation video where we jump off of roofs. That is a joke. You still there, buddy?
Just to clarify, we're not doing that
Yet.
yet. Um,
Graduation party? Nah, we're doing that for my birthday party.
the graduation party set in motion gone wrong.
Bro, that'd be hilarious to actually fucking like vlog our graduation party. Cause we're 100% having one. I
That'd be
will literally
fun.
kidnap Terrence and put him in a fucking potato sack and drag him to my house if I have to.
I'm definitely coming over on graduation day.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Maybe we'll make a video about it.
All right, yeah. So, so we should probably continue with the video then.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Were back
Alright.
in the day, like on the internet, because like this one, what I'm about to explain about this one, like if this happened today, not even if this happens like hundreds of times every single day on like Instagram and like everywhere, like on Discord and stuff. Like this happens all the time, and I guess back in 2000 they just like it was different, like the landscape was different on the internet. Anyways, so back in 2000 there was this forum online called Time Travel Institute, right? And in November of 2000, someone with the username timetravel_0 started posting. Now these were just discussing time travel in general, but what's important about these first posts is that this poster used this symbol, which is a military insignia, which we're gonna get more into detail later on about what exactly this is. So the first time the actual name John Titor showed up was in 2001 in January, when that timetravel_0 person started posting on the Art Bell forums, and this forum in particular actually required a pseudonym or some kind of like actual like first and last name to post. So this person chose John Titor. And basically in these posts, Titor claimed to be an American soldier from the year 2036 from Florida. He said that he was assigned to a governmental time travel project, and that as part of the project, he was sent back to 1975 to get an IBM 5100 computer, which was needed to debug like legacy computer programs that existed in 2036, which he could have been talking about the like year 2032 or 2038 problem, which is that like a lot of old computers, the time time would only go up to the year 2038, and so it was kind of like you guys remember like the thing when the Mayan calendar only counted up to like 2011 or whatever, and people were like, oh my god, the world's gonna end in 2011 because the calendar's not going far enough. Like it's like the same thing but for computers, because some of the computers don't have like a program that lets the time go past 2038. So people think that in 2038 all the computers are just gonna like break, like a lot of old computers or whatever. But anyways, but then you might be thinking, if he had to go back to 1975 to get the computer, why is he hanging out in 2000 and 2001? He said that he stopped in that year for quote personal reasons, which was to collect pictures lost in the Civil War and to visit his family. Which, by the way, Civil War, we're gonna get into that later because there's a whole thing with that. Some other interesting things he said is that he said that he'd been trying to tell people for several months to avoid beef products, pretty much because of some disease called the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, which y'all are gonna kill me in the comments for mispronouncing that. Screw you guys. Just kidding. I love you guys. Obviously, I'm just kidding. So here's where it gets really interesting. Titor actually described his time machine on several occasions, and he described exactly what you need to make one. So I'm gonna read that out to you right now. 2 magnetic housing units for the dual microsingularities, an electron injection manifold to alter mass and gravity of the microsingularities, a cooling and X-ray venting system, gravity sensors, 4 main cesium clocks, and 3 main computer units. I don't know what the hell a computer unit is. And also apparently he like Back to the Future did, because he said that it was installed in the rear of a 1966 Chevrolet Corvette. So the first thing he said, or not the first, but I guess like the most immediate, like in history, like the one that would happen first from when he started posting, is a civil war in the United States he predicted to happen in 2005. Now he said this would happen because of a civil unrest due to the presidential election of 2004. By the way, I misspoke because I said it happened in 2005. It starts in 2005 according to him, and then the actual war like erupts in 2008, and then the United States was split into 5 regions after this. And then according to Titor, the Civil War would end in 2015 with a brief but intense World War III that he referred to as End Day. I'm sorry guys if I'm going too in depth on this one, but I just think it's so funny. And also this one I've heard about before, but I never knew like all these details about, so I'm hoping that I can, you know, educate some people on these like more interesting details that I had no idea about until I started researching this. Okay, this one disproves it for me personally. He said that Omaha, Nebraska would be the new US capital after 2015. I don't do anybody actually like, do people live there? Isn't that where Saul Goodman went after Breaking Bad? Yeah, he went to Nebraska, bro. So I guess there's some people there or whatever. Nebraska is the 38th most populated, so it's like in the bottom like 12. Yeah, bro, nobody lives there. But then of course, because he like you can't predict this stuff, right? Because obviously this is fake. He invoked what he called the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, where he's saying like that him going back in time is gonna like not exactly be in the same timeline. He's going to a different timeline because of quantum mechanics or whatever. So basically saying like, oh, all these things I'm predicting are happening in my timeline, not in yours. So that actually won't happen to you guys. Well, it might not. I guess we'll see. Which is so stupid that people actually believed it, you know? Like, I mean, I don't know if anybody believed it, but just the fact that this is still a well-known story. Like, this happens on Reddit every single day, bro. And people were actually like researching this though. There's an Italian like TV show called Voyager e Caffini della Conoscenza that in 2008 it aired the results of an investigation of Jean Titor. Like, people were actually researching this and like investigating it. What the hell? But then guess what, guys? We actually somewhat figured out who it was. Like, we have a pretty good idea of who actually made these things. This guy named Larry Haber and his brother Richard, who was a computer scientist, are most likely the people who were like the people posting the John Titor things.
What in the world?
Hey, and now we are going from layer 1 to layer 2.
So what do we think about that?
John Titor, a man who claimed he was a time traveler. I mean, I have a feeling there's probably been a lot of people who've done that.
Well, how about this? What is your general opinion on time travel as a whole?
Well, many people have actually tried to experiment with the idea of time travel in real life, not just like, say, in science fiction.
Yeah.
Because like certain introductions of the idea of time travel in science fiction, many people have tried to adapt it in the real world. Like a fun fact, or more or less interesting fact, in Nazi Germany during World War II, there was a team of German scientists who were trying to actually work on a time machine. Now, The only thing that we do know is that there was actually a model. It was shaped like a giant bell. And one thing that we do know about it is that it disappeared and no one was able to find it, and along with some people who were inside the machine.
I
So a lot of
what I
skeptical.
do know about time travel, I know that apparently Einstein he deemed it that it would be possible, that time travel would be possible. He said something about the speed of light is the key to time travel. Like if we could go faster than light, then we would be able to travel through time. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
exactly what he said, but I know it was something like that.
yeah, no, there's he definitely yeah he made a statement like that because he did. Yeah, he said something about, like being faster than light, unlocking like a new area of speed and travel. And that does make a lot of sense because moving faster than light itself could potentially allow us to move faster than time,
You also got to
or
remember
at
that
least,
there's different types of time travel. There's multiverse version. There's multiverse theory of time travel. There's different alternate timeline version, and then there's the default version, which is like you just go a different point in time, and whatever you do there affects the timeline. Or it's either the branch theory, the straight line theory, or the orchid theory is what I call it. Because
yeah, I mean,
orchid would be multiverse, branch would be um, timeline, and straight line would be the normal one or like the most common version.
yeah, because when it comes to the idea of time travel and things, we've seen it and done in movies multiple times in different ways. And of course, nobody knows whether or not time travel is possible or, if it's real. I mean, hell, if somebody were to alter a timeline or in the past, we wouldn't know because, well, apparently that would just alter time itself. Or if somebody were to alter time at all and it wouldn't change anything, like with the different theories that postulated, of course, with the idea of, like, say, multiversal or separate timelines or even just a straight line, all theories, of course, but I mean, many people really do believe that it's possible. It probably could be. I mean, just look at all the engineering that we've done today, like in modern society, all the different things that we've created. I'd say it's possible.
I'd say it's possible too. Well, even then, it's a 50% chance it is, or a 50% chance it isn't, because everything is 50% chance that it is or it isn't.
That's very true.
So, yeah, you never know.
So now, on top of that, the idea of somebody claiming that they're from the future. Now, I I'm pretty sure there's probably been a lot of people who've done this, but this sounds pretty popular in the sense that this might have been the first person to claim it because this is in the 70s. And of course, even before that, yeah, lots of people have like read about and seen things about time travel, about in comic books and uh, like different sorts of books that have been released in those certain time frames, like from the 1930s to like the 1960s, and then now in the 70s, this man claims that he time travel from the future, and it's a pretty weird way that he described it, like what, like a civil war happening, and
The
like
funny
it's
thing
starting
is,
and
when he said the Civil War, I was thinking, oh shit, like Texas and all that shit that's happening currently with Texas wanting to, the fucking chick on the Texas border. I was thinking, oh shit, maybe he was on to something. And I was like, oh wait, he said it happened in 2004. Then I was like,
like
oh no,
2005 and all that stuff.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, that would have been fucking crazy if they predicted the Civil War would happen in 2024 or 2025 or something.
I don't doubt that the people of America are going to try and rise against the government because with a lot of things going on now, it's definitely possible that it will happen. In fact, I think it will happen.
Hmm. Does that mean you have any plans on moving out of the country before it happens?
Yeah, family in Mexico. Maybe I'll just move down there.
Go down there and work on a bean farm.
Hell yeah, with the donkeys and the farm, or maybe work on with a couple of fellow restaurant owners.
Yeah.
Just go down into the just go down to Mexico, start talking with like a country accent.
No, or British accent. Just not even
Oi,
the right
mate, how
accent.
you doing? Oi, mate. Oi, bruv.
Oi,
How are you
bruv.
doing today?
Oi, bruv, you got any beans and toast? I know you got the beans, but what about the toast?
Just start doing like an Australian accent. Oi, mate, go take a propaganda.
I was gonna say that, damn it. God.
uh,
Well, let's continue this, I guess.
yeah, let's continue.
Mostly known Greggle Simpson. Okay, so before I even started doing this like video, like researching it, I didn't never heard about this, right? But this is one of my favorite things ever from what I'm seeing, right? And I don't know, like, because when I'm seeing, I'm like researching, I'm gonna look at like Wikipedia or whatever. Like on my research, I can't see anything bad about this, you know, like if the creator of it was like a pedophile or something. So if anything there is bad about this, I do not like this. But if what I'm seeing is correct and that's it, this is like one of my favorite things to ever happen on the internet. Okay, so you guys know the Mandela effect, right? Where it's like, oh my god, the fruit of the loom doesn't have the cornucopia, or like, oh my god, Pikachu doesn't have a black spot on the end of his tail, like that, right? This is this is just like a Mandela effect troll, and it's so funny. So Greggle Simpson, or Gumbly is his other name, is purportedly supposed to be in The Simpsons, but here's the thing, he never was. Basically, it's this huge troll where people on the internet are trying to convince other people that this character was in the show and that, oh, you don't remember it because it's the Mandela effect. It's so funny. This is like ultimate gaslighting on like a huge level. So how it started is that in late 2015, an anonymous user on a Japanese text board thing called 2channel took screenshots of The Simpsons, right? And then put this character in the screenshots as like fake proof. And then a whole 6 years later in 2021 is the first example of there being an English version of this, like an English reference to it, which of course is on 4chan, where there would be these like, I'll try to find some and put them on screen, these like fake screenshots of The Simpsons with this character in it. And just told people, oh yeah, you just missed it. So a few of the theories that people like gave out as like reasons for why they never knew this character is because either he was removed due to poor viewer reception and that he was actually retconned out of the show, or that he was added late in the show as like a way to like make fun of the show because it got like really bad towards the end, people say. I don't know, I've never seen The Simpsons, bro, I'll be real. I love Family Guy, but I've never seen The Simpsons. And Futurama goes crazy. Anyways, I can just imagine so many like kids out there who have like never even seen The Simpsons like go like to their like middle school telling people, oh my god, did you guys know there was a removed character from The Simpsons? And it's so funny to me that this is going on. I love this. If you do this, you're awesome and hilarious. This is literally just like my sense of humor. I gaslight people all the time. When I'm talking to anybody, I'll be like, no, you're wrong, bro. What do you mean? Like, okay, I can't think of any specific examples right now, but if you join my Discord in the description and get in a VC with me, because I joined the VC a bunch, I will tell you stories of this, because I swear, I swear, dude, it's so funny, because people believe me. People are so stupid. People are so gullible. Anyways, moving on to the next one. This one's kind of short. 2020 vision. This one's definitely weird.
All right. So what do we think about that one? The Mandela effect. You know,
Oh yeah, I mean,
I've heard about it before. I've seen some examples of it.
yeah, I mean the Mandela effect. Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. I've heard of it. I never knew what it was until now, so that makes a lot of sense. And with the idea of what was it, Craggle Simpson, that's a funny name, and the fact that this character is just completely naked, and it's like, oh yeah, oh
Fucking
yeah,
dick
look,
swinging
could just imagine that, just
or
like a
pussy popping.
yellow.
You never know.
I just imagine like a yellow elephant trunk.
Oh God, no! I don't want to imagine that.
Let's see. But yeah, but I mean, with the way the character looks, it definitely doesn't look like a Simpsons character. Even if you put him right next to the Simpsons characters, he doesn't even look like he belongs there. So yeah, this is just history of gaslighting. Gaslighting 101 is what it is. It's pretty, and I love the name too, Craggle Simpson.
That's too
Craggle
funny.
Simpson. It's funny to say it like I mean, this has definitely happened more, like more times than you think on the internet. Of course, it happens over and over and over. But I like this one because this is pretty funny. Craggle Simpson. I, I'll just repeat that over and over in videos now. I'm just gonna randomly say Craggle Simpson. Well,
Go ahead.
thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on this first reaction. This first reaction video that you will hopefully see if the audio actually recorded and if things didn't, fuck up like the first time we tried this. And I say I say that specific F word right now because of YouTube's algorithm. Say later in the video we can swear, but you can't have clusters of swear words because YouTube doesn't like that. You stupid mother fluffers. You sensitive pieces of rainbow poop.
Okay, now. Okay. We will see you guys on the next We will see you guys on the next video.
So,
Yeah.
guys.
Adios.